Hey guys, real quick before we start the video, I want to direct you to the community tab on my channel. I am currently running an event for you, the viewers, to rate every single Monster Hunter monster from 1 to 5 stars. This project is going to be a bit of a run back from the 20th anniversary popularity poll and is meant to allow everyone to voice their opinion on every monster, so we can get a big picture look at how the whole community feels about the entire Monster Hunter bestiary. There will be a new poll on the community tab every single day at noon Eastern Standard Time, and all polls will remain live on the channel, so you can answer any of them at any time. You will not miss out if you miss the poll for the day. I will be updating numbers all the way from now until the end of October when the last polls have been run, and in October or November, we're going to have a massive video event where your comments will be read, all the numbers will be crunched, and the monsters will be reordered based on how you all voted. Every vote on every poll matters, and anyone has a chance to have their comment read in the video itself. And if you want to help me get more data and reach the broader Monster Hunter community, I'd appreciate a like on this video and, maybe hit the subscribe button to help this channel grow. It'll put me and this project in front of more eyes. Okay, no more YouTuber CTA shilling. Here's the video you actually clicked on. Thank you. Okay, so as you could tell from yesterday's video, although today is today in recording time, I've already gone over this trailer myself, and I didn't know we were gonna do something with the guys, but the guys wanted to record stuff about this trailer, and we know that you like listening to us as a group talk about stuff, so we thought, why the hell not? So, Monster Hunter Wild's 4th trailer, the White Wraith, and the release date. So the three of us have all watched it already. So this is nobody's first time going through it. So this is going to be kind of a quick video. All right, so I have it popped up in screen share. We can do like a 1 through, and then probably not like super duper omega deep dive because that's what I'm doing in the previous video. But we'll just look through. All set?
Now I am.
Nice. And starting up now.
I was still hoping that I imagined the whole thing. It's burned into my mind.
Yeah, I thought that was
Crazy how much that kid looks just like Austin.
Yeah, for real. I thought the same ass thing, dude, when I first saw the first trailer.
Yeah, there he is.
I'm obviously older and taller, but
yeah, your family was also murdered horribly by a dragon.
yeah, I thought that was Zenogre for like the first glance. I was like, ooh, nice, but then it wasn't, and I was like, oh. Flooding also.
I love the rain in the forest here. This is so good. This thing
So
is
hype.
so cool.
Crazy.
I love this dude so much.
I thought he was the flagship.
No, dude.
I was like, holy.
Look at the size of that thing.
He's huge.
He goes.
Oh god, I hope he's not replacing Royal Ludroth, because I would still love to see Royal Ludroth.
This is like a tier 2 above Ludroth. I don't know if she's necessarily kicking him out. Blow.
No, but a lot of the attack pattern was very similar.
Sure.
Yeah, and during the sun out, this map looks gorgeous.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, the colors.
Not a lot of red in the Scarlet Forest, but it looks really nice.
You know what else I noticed too, Connor? We've been asking for it for a couple videos. Buildings and stuff.
Yeah, I talked about that a lot, actually, yeah.
Ooh, I love these guys.
I know, these
Yeah,
guys
we
are
got
so
Cat
fun.
Village. Dude, I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
They're catfish. That's so funny.
We love cat villages.
This guy
This
was
thing's
cool. They
great,
showed him.
too.
Yeah, they showed him for 8 seconds, but
I'm coining the term barbecue chicken. for
Yeah.
This guy.
I thought he was a chicken too. That was my first thought too. As I was like, "That's a chicken."
He kind of, well, he is. He's like
He
a
is. Oh, he
rooster
is.
dinosaur.
I like the Vigor Wasp healing is back.
Yeah.
Like the full-on revive is back.
The White Wraith.
This dude's crazy.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Do you think they're just gonna leave its name as White Wraith, or are they actually gonna give it a
he
name?
has a name.
He does have a name on the website.
Oh, okay, nice.
Austin's dead.
No, I died.
Oh
Damn
my
it.
god. I love this thing has the whip tails, like
Yes.
the Frontier one.
Yeah, he does. It's a different frame, though. Like, he's kind of like a Nargacuga Tigrexy type of, like, four-limb frame.
Which is awesome. That's another flagship that's probably not an Elder Dragon.
Which I'm totally down for. We just had, like, 4 of those.
Yeah, we love to see.
Dude, we got like the 3 Egyptian god monsters. Those things are so Radau and the White Wraith and Giant Fishman.
Yeah, Obelisk versus Ra at the end of
Yeah, Ra. Yeah, the wing dragon of Ra. Yeah, that was the first thing I thought of is how close I was. So damn close. I was hoping for March.
All right,
But I'll take earlier.
I think I said
you couldn't be much closer.
I think I said this twice in the video. I was like, man, Austin was off by 2 days.
Dude, I was so close. I was so
2 days.
close.
It's not a leap year, is it?
Is it?
I'm almost positive the 28th is the last day of the month this year or next year.
I was gonna say no. You was only off by a day.
You know what this like shot of him looks like? If it wasn't for the fact that his bottom jaw was fully together, he kind of looks like the Arbiter from Halo.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm super curious because I met I didn't realize this was happening today. I had no idea. Obviously, I would imagine
me
a lot
neither.
a lot of people didn't.
Yeah, dude, I thought this was going to be Thursday.
Yeah, I was for sure that it was not happening in the state of play, but I'll take it. I didn't know. I literally just went on YouTube just like for gigs, and it was like the first thing that popped up, and I was like, oh my god. But I messaged the Bone Boys chat right away, and that was the first thought that was like, what? I can't imagine they'll do 5 trailers. I know they do a lot of trailers for Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
But 5 like theatrical trailers feels like a lot.
Kinda.
I can't imagine they'll do another one. Unless they do, the only way I can think they do it is they do like a, hey gang, here's who's coming back trailer.
That's what I was thinking, is like that they're going to do a returning, but we also only have 2 maps. So like,
that is true.
It still feels like there's a lot of stuff we haven't seen, but we have 4 full big old trailers.
Oh, yeah,
like,
this was the biggest one. This one was crazy.
Oh yeah, no, this is the best and the biggest one they've done. Like this one's awesome.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what
you went
they do.
into it in your deep dive video, Connor. But what did you think of the hunting horn thing they showed?
That kind of like
It looked almost like a counter.
Yeah, it was something similar to that in like the weapons break. It's like right around here. That's it's funky looking. It's kind of like
I think every weapon is gonna have their own kind of thing.
Yeah, they all
like
seem to have like a parry or a perfect dodge or a perfect guard. Seems like every weapon has some kind of like perfect timing-y type of thing, which is neat.
Go back to the big fish at the beginning, because that guy is also flooding. I know that it wasn't like a spicy take, but that was another thing that we talked about a long time ago, that would be like this area's like dynamic weather.
Yeah.
I know that's not like that wasn't like a hot take and it was kind of obvious, but that's sick.
Just because it's obvious don't mean it ain't cool. Like this looks really cool.
Kind of weather that's causing the water currents to surge too.
We're dinosaurs, dude. I saw a comment on like the video, like the trailer, and it was like, oh, they did bring back underwater combat, but you don't know how to fight underwater. The monsters do.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, look, oh, dude, we've
So
talked about
cool.
it so many times, but like the freaky, spooky, scary monsters that look like they're gonna rip you in half in this game is being like doubled down on. Like this shot with like the dead eyes and the big ass mouthful of teeth and everything. It's a freaky looking animal. I love it.
Colors are so good too.
I love that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I know.
It
This
looks
guy's
so good.
awesome. But the poor chicken got totally just like, hey, and there's the chicken. Anyways.
Yeah, I do like the chicken though, and I have
I do too.
I have high quality renders of them on the website as well.
Yeah, I just pulled up the one for the flagship, and I actually have something else I want to point out to you really quickly if you want to pull it up.
Sure.
The GameStop website has a pre-order up for it, for specifically a Steelbook edition.
Oh,
And I'm only mentioning it because it has a different art of the flagship.
Oh, really?
Yep, so you get a really nice shot of the flagship that is different from anywhere else I've seen it.
Me like
You want to
Steelbook.
try and find that?
yeah, I saw there was like samurai armor if you pre-order, and so I'm getting the premium deluxe full
Yeah.
show for sure.
Yeah, they do that a lot. I'm hoping there's a physical collector's edition.
I was saying kind of the same exact thing.
I like me a good collector's edition.
Yeah.
Is that guy performing seppuku over there in the gestures seeking himself on the left side
I
there?
think he's eating a
think
snack.
Yeah, but like you can see where I kind of would get
Yeah,
the idea.
yeah. Now, since this was pointed out, there's actually a couple little interesting things here. So, like, the layered armor looks sick and all that stuff, but there's decorations for the Sacred, which we kind of thought was going to be there, but, like, customization for that's kind of cool. We're getting stickers back, which is going to be phenomenal for us because we're going to make a bunch of just stupid stickers.
Okay, but World had stickers too. You just couldn't put a text with them, so we need to hope it's like Rise.
Yeah, it has to be the Rise
proof
sticker.
of I just noticed proof of a Hero 2025 recording. I didn't see that the first time.
Yeah, well, that's another interesting thing is that's a music track which insinuates like customizable rooms coming back. I think.
Thank God. Also pendants. They're showing a pendant there too. That's nice. I like the pendant. That's a nice addition.
Yeah,
it
those
really
were
doesn't
neat.
do too much, but they're fun.
They're there. They're cool. They're little dangly things for your
It's an
weapon.
accent.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, they're nice. I think this on the left is going to be the game's cover art, which is nutty looking.
That's probably what the
Yeah,
little PlayStation
That's what I'm
box
seeing
will
on
look like.
GameStop for the non-Steelbook edition.
Sure.
Is just like that art.
Also, those Sacred are crazy, dude. There was like that one blurb where he's like going straight uphill.
Yep.
Skyrim horse.
Yeah, I'm really happy that like Ancient Rainforest 2 here is there's like a sign that there was civilization here because like it insinuates in multiple trailers. Second one, maybe might even be the first one, where a monster gets into like a camp or like the area where people live. You know, like in the one of the trailers, it's like, you know, like don't worry, the hunter's here. Like and he's like walking towards the Dochaguma. Like, you know, like I like the idea that like there's evidence that people used to live here, maybe. Like, so I loved seeing those buildings because I've been saying that for ages. I've been saying that. Another thing, the hunter pulls down. I get that it's rickety and old, but the hunter using the little cord pulls down. You know how much strength that man has to have or woman to pull that down? That's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, a little shot of the like the temples and whatnot. There's a lot of those around
So
here.
cool.
Like look at
That right there.
Look at the backdrop of like this. This is so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Horizon
I do want to say,
Zero
Austin,
Wilds.
you've also only played World, and a lot of the other games do have like buildings on
Oh, yeah.
maps.
Yeah, but
World just happens to have none.
I have wanted them more as like actual maps and not just window dressing for a very long time.
Oh, for sure. Well, my mind immediately goes to the flooded forest in Rise with the pyramid that you can climb.
I'm sure there'll be some interactive type of thing. I would kill for a map that is a giant building.
Yeah, because like I'm sure the Sith protractor that you see in every trailer behind Radow, I'm sure that thing you can go up to it. The giant like whatever, I don't even know what it was at one point.
So I think that's his nest.
Surely, I was gonna say,
portal?
surely there's a way to go into it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's this. Where we are right here. Like,
Oh, yeah, it definitely is.
or that or
That's
like
cool.
at the foot of it or something like that. Yeah, another thing is our flagship's like not that big. I kind of like that. He's like kind of like a smaller dude.
Yeah, the little wing whips too. That's kind of tough.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
a lot of Frontier monsters have those things, I feel like.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. So who knows if we're going to get those back, but we have wing whips animated. So that's pretty cool.
You're a hunter.
So I would venture a guess that there's probably 3 more areas at a minimum in base game. I'm sure there'll be like the DLC area they add. So Radow is just the apex of like the desert. I forget all the names. I'm horrible with names.
That's fine.
Raydow's the apex of like his area, and then big chunky, wow, what a snake starfish is the apex. So we're gonna get at least 3 more monsters that are as cool if we get an apex per area.
Yeah.
So like that's crazy. This roster is gonna be banging, and like Nate says, said last Bone Boys Roundtable, we don't know if anybody's coming back except for the 1 4-second, Rathalos trotting out that they did in the very, 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 very first trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So like this roster is gonna be nutty.
Yeah, just the original stuff is like, there's a good chunk of originals, and there hasn't been a single dud. I think they all look excellent.
Oh, they're all great.
I wouldn't mind finding out firsthand who comes back. I think it'd be kind of cool to just be like, holy, they brought back this guy.
I'm
and like
kinda
you
wondering
don't
if that's what they're
know
gonna do.
until you're there.
Yeah, no.
It's possible.
That they're like, we're just gonna hold everything, and like you go out in the world, and it's like, oh my god, it's, I don't know, Barryoth. It's like, you weren't in any of the trailers. Holy crap! Hi, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah,
like that could totally happen.
A giant trailer where they say like, here's who's coming back, boys. It's the lineup, and they send out like 15, 20 monsters or whatever in some trailer.
Yeah.
That would kind of break the mold of all the other trailers they've done.
Yeah,
I know
it
this
would.
trailer's pretty big, but like you said, we've only seen 2 maps. And how many monsters? We've seen like 3 in the first one, Lullabarina. Like we've only seen
8
a small
9.
8 or 9. And so it's like if they just dumped out some trailer where it's like here's everybody coming back, which I don't think they would do, but that is like the only way I could see another big trailer.
Sure.
I don't know if they'll starve us till February though. That seems like a long time.
Yeah, I mean something for the video game awards is almost definite. So and then they'll do that, and then they'll probably do like a lot of companies like to do a final trailer, which is usually like a week before a game comes out. I think we might get 2 more big chunky trailers.
Can you pull up the footage at the beginning of this trailer with the flying fish dude? I don't know his name. I'm gonna call him the bitch who crossed Steve Irwin.
Yeah, Gregory.
Yeah, sure, Gregory. So I want you to take a look at Gregory at the beginning, and then the Gregory footage they show at the end, because I swear the one at the end is more red. And I don't know if it's just like the lighting in this one makes it hard to tell. I guess it's still pretty red on top.
He's definitely more red.
It might be because this is during the storm and the other one's not.
Yeah.
But if you hop to the footage at the end, it looks way more red. I love that wave crash.
That's
so
such
sick.
a sick attack. All right.
So that they definitely make it seem like you have to use your secret more in combat than just a cop out when you're getting dogged on.
Yeah,
which is nice.
And then the other one, she's over here.
You've got a weapon and you do nothing.
Right there.
Yeah.
It looks way more red in that shot.
Yeah, it could be a rage mode thing, maybe. It's not. Yeah, it could. Yeah, it could be like a rage mode thing, maybe.
And it's like the same lighting too. So
yeah,
definitely possible. I would have never noticed that. That's a good catch. I would have never seen that.
Give it to me.
Yeah, this is probably the best trailer that they've done.
Yeah. Take my sword, little kid. Go fight him. You want to fight him so bad?
Yeah, go ahead. All right, let me
Defend your honor.
Yeah, let me peep the website real quick. Arkveld is our flagship, the White Wraith. So this is our guy.
This thing's gonna have the raddest armor.
It's probably gonna be pretty tough, yeah.
I love the tauntaun horns he's got.
The classification of this one's kind of weird because like the dragony dragons are like 6 limbs, you're like two legs and then a set of wings coming out the shoulder. This is a 4-limbed one, but it's like built like wicked stocky, but it's kind of like the Tigrex Narga skeleton, but it also kind of isn't. He's just kind of like weird.
It's definitely flying wyvern.
I'm pretty sure it's a flying wyvern, yeah. But it's like bulky, beefy Narga Tigrex with wings, with whips coming out of his toes.
I wonder what horrible god monster they're going to unleash on us in the DLC. That's a long ways off, but
yeah.
Do you think this thing does an element?
He glows, so surely.
Yeah, he glows, so probably something, but I don't know.
I mean, they like lightning in this new game. It looks like.
True.
I don't think they would do the lightning.
I don't think they would do lightning.
Raid now exists.
Go back to the trailer and see if we can get a glimpse off anything. Go back to like the very beginning cinematic.
Go like way back.
Yeah, let's just see if we can get any glimpses of anything.
But I imagined the whole thing.
Everything else is glow. I mean, he's glowing. He's causing the ground to glow.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like it's an overt like element.
Not yet, at least.
What is that? What is that? Is he fighting something, killing something? What is that under him?
I think it's the big fish Leviathan, but it feels... Because you have, like, the blues and the reds and whatnot.
Oh, yeah, okay. It definitely is.
The only reason I was questioning about this in the first thing I did, it feels a little smaller, because that thing's huge, and I also can't see the fins anywhere. But yeah, no, I think it's killing the new Leviathan.
Yeah, like,
Rad.
look at the goop. Like, there's, like, he's, like, I don't know. I don't want to... Like you see, he's glowing. His wings are glowing. But like, if you go back, you don't have to go all the way back to the beginning. But go back to the little fight that he like when he's over the monster. That he's, yeah, like it's almost like the monster is like covered in that stuff, or is that him that's like grabbing onto him?
Those are his whips.
Thought that was his whips. Okay. Yeah,
but he's
Look at
definitely
that
like
shot. Holy cow!
I hesitate to use this word, but it's almost like he's secreting, because like you can see all the going off in like the back. Now his like little like nose thing like right above his eye, that's all glowing purple now, and I don't feel like that was as purple, at least in the picture.
Like it's injecting a venom or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was leaning towards.
That could be like a poison type of.
It'd be different.
Yeah, I don't think we. Mine is like, well, Rathalos is more like a fire monster, but
yeah, Rathalos just happens to do poison.
Yeah, we don't really have a poison flagship. That
it would be different too. Like just by looking at him, you wouldn't guess that he does poison by visual.
Yeah, maybe. But as the JRPGs have taught me, purple means poison.
Is that what we're after? The White Wraith.
Wraith implies that he is dead. Well, I know they call him that because he's supposed to be extinct, but
yes. Yes, he's like a quadrupedal guy. It's like stocky. His wings are weird because they had the shot of him flying, and the wings look huge. But then you have him like down here, and they feel a lot more kind of like reserved. I'm wondering how the hell that works.
I think that fur bit, you can see it like it's not as big. I bet that's like some membrane that like extends bigger or something.
Yeah, he does something funky with his wings for sure.
An extinct species. You're a hunter.
Yeah, it's all glowing purpley. Yeah, there's no like ice or lightning crackling around him. It could be poison.
Yeah, like because he does.
That'd be a hell of a call if that's what it is.
He leaves like paint smears all over them. Like he's a Splatoon character. If you look at the first like when he's drifting around in the very first cinematic, he leaves like the purple. There's like purple all over the ground. It could just be like a color, kind of like theatrical cinematic, but yeah, look at the ground. He's like clearly leaving behind some type of goo.
Yeah, that'd be a good ass call.
Yeah, I'm putting my stamp on that one. I think that's my prediction.
Pro Monster Hunter.
Purple is also like, to me, that's the color of poison. Like,
well, yeah, no,
know.
that's the.
I'm not even thinking like Monster Hunter. You know, like
no,
like
just
lightning. Lightning is yellow. You
yeah.
know, and you know that's my call there. I'm putting my name on that one.
I'm gonna say the same thing I said for Primordial Malzeno. I'm so glad this near extinct creature still exists so that I can kill 80 of them to make its armor.
God, we thought this thing was gone, and there's just like a whole civilization of them left. I don't know how you keep finding these things.
Thank God. It turns out we were wrong about them being extinct, so we can make them extinct ourselves.
You'll get there when you get to Rise, Austin, but like there's this story thing where like you come to terms with the monster and have a mutual understanding of each other and the environment, and then the quest ends and you get another quest to go kill it.
See, I think that's what I think is so funny, especially in World. They always talk about like the balancing, balancing the living with the monsters and blah blah blah, and it's like bullshit. We're a group of psychopaths.
We're eco-terrorists.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are criminals, hardened criminals.
How many of these precious animals have you slaughtered individually? 432. Good work, brother. We love nature.
Yeah, God, I love nature. Yeah. The friggin' fur trade's going crazy in Monster Hunter Land, man. They absolutely bonkers.
I think we've overworked the market a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's so funny because like especially I think it's when they find the frozen Anjanath, they really like you can tell that these guys are all drinking the eco-terrorist Kool-Aid because they're all about like like I forget exactly what they say, but there's that rah speech about the environment or whatever.
Yep.
And how, and it's like, shut the f up. I was like, yeah, no. So like, I think that's so funny.
All right. So Arkveld is the white wraith. That's our flagship. That's a tough ass name. Duna is the new big chunky Leviathan. Like, look at that thing.
Oh,
I love it.
She's crazy.
And we're not gonna sully the wings with goopy skid marks like you do in World.
Thank God we can have an actual pretty monster looking nice.
Thank God we can have a good monster to make water weapons from.
Oh,
yeah, true. I won't mind hunting that thing. Keep Giratodus far and far away from this game, dude. If Giratodus shows up in the stupid rivers of that map, I'm myself. I don't think I can handle that. That's my 13th reason if Giratodus is in this game.
I want to see him on like the poster of like whatever season they're on for that show. 14th reason, it's just Giratodus. Yeah, no, but she's crazy. She's like spooky, and she's chunky, and she's cool, and she's like pretty. It's just like wild ass animal that does a lot of stuff pretty darn well. But yeah, this is the apex of the Scarlet Forest. What a freaky looking thing this is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he's not as special, so he doesn't get his own like special
chicken
thing.
It's a trees, so it is a chicken. It has the
it's like a cockatrice.
Yeah.
So
Or a hypnoc.
Yeah. So like a Camatrice or Chematrice, yeah. So I'm currently reading is like the Spanish
Queso Matrix.
Yeah, the Queso Matrix, Lord of all roosters, but he's a rooster T-Rex with a fire tail.
Cool.
That's a combination of things.
Can't complain.
No, he looks cool. But it was one of the guys in our community was like, dang, they're still showing us like early level monsters for the first map this late in the game. That kind of bodes well for the roster being pretty hefty.
Yeah, I think just because of the size, the pure scale, because like you saw that freaking map on some of those playthroughs that they were doing at in Germany, like that is huge. So I think just because the pure scale of this map, they can probably open it up and bring back a lot of different monsters that couldn't fit into Wilds or Rise, and B, just more monsters. The map's so big, who gives a shit if there's, a Zinogre on one side and a fire chicken on the other side and Ray down in the middle and, a ball of hot, like this, who cares? There's so many of them.
Yeah, well, that was
so much room.
That's what I was talking about on that podcast I was on. If the maps are going to be this big and you have this many monsters on them, you kind of probably should have a big roster, or it's going to get mad boring. I counted them up. If Rathian and Rathalos are in the Windward Plains, that's already like 8 dudes on just that map. That's already like a decent number, and I bet it goes bigger than that.
Yeah, it's a shame I was wrong about my take on who would be the flagship, because I was so certain that serpent logo meant something. I was so sure of it.
It probably still does.
It still might. It still might.
Honestly, it could be the final boss, because we still don't know what the end story boss is going to be.
Because I think, like, in a map this big, they could... How sick would it be if, like, in, Final Fantasy, when you fight the big mountain turtle thing, like, what's the big one... The big one from Frontier, like the big snake.
Oh, Raviente.
Yes, Raviente. How cool would it be if the map was big enough and there were areas open enough that, like, I know that, like, technically speaking, that Raviente is, like, crazy big. Yeah. But, like, if, like, you could see it from, like, a distance, because, like on special occasions, can't be a Raviente slinking around the whole map. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
I think that'd be cool if the map was big enough to fit some really big monsters, like really, really big guys.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. I'll pull it up. With what's it? Duna is the name of the Leviathan.
Right.
Look at the size of that spread.
Yeah, and that's just
crazy.
That's just a forest. I know it's a Leviathan, but like that's nuts.
That is a normal map dwelling monster that is not an elder dragon, and it's that big.
What I think is funny is it says on the website something along the lines of like is usually sighted during like the flooding or whatever, and it's like, how do you lose track of that thing? Like, where else does it go that it could possibly be hidden?
Dude, Pierce bowguns are eating great against that thing.
Probably.
It's so big.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that's gonna be a lot of ticks on that thing. I think we're totally looking at, like, we talk about it all the time, but some of the biggity big boys that couldn't show up in something like Rise because there were so many just narrow little hallways that broke the maps up and they just wouldn't fit. Yeah, that's probably going away. This thing's huge. Yeah. Anything else we want to go over?
Go click on the link that Nate put in the chat for GameStop, because that cover is different. It's sick. It's just like a cool picture. It's nothing like outrageous.
Yeah, it's totally different. It had been the like Six Serpent logo that we saw.
Oh yeah, it's like a little gold bird thing with like a little whatever the flourish, and the banner changed too with like the picture of Arkveld.
You know what that kind of looks like and reminds me of that toucan monster that I really like.
Spirit birds are confirmed. That's what that's saying.
No.
Yeah, like I'm not.
Never mind. I don't want to play anymore.
I'm not one of those guys who like looks into everything like that, but I'm for sure certain that a Japanese company means something with their symbols.
Probably.
100%. It's probably a logo for this dude.
You think so?
Only because it looks like it has the whip coming off of its arm.
Yeah, maybe.
See, I think that looks like a tail.
It could be. Who knows?
I keep saying it. I would die, especially in a colorful game like Wild seems like it's gonna be. That toucan pretty monster in Frontier would be so cool.
Oh, I'd love that. That one's kind of got the whip tassels too. So
come on, we're cooking now.
And the Scarlet Forest is a lot of flowers, but
yeah, because like I hate when you fight him in Frontier, and he's like out in the friggin' Pennsylvania countryside, with the house on the prairie.
Yeah.
Like I freaking hate that shit. Like I want him to be in the rainforest where he belongs.
Yeah, they built that map
Protecting his
for
fruit
him
loop.
too. But if they just have to make a rainforest with a whole bunch of flowers.
Yeah, it's like the freaking Hobbit Hills, dude. Like I freaking hate that shit. Like I want him to be protecting his Fruit Loops in a rainforest. That's it. That's the fifth map, Brazil. It's just where all the colorful birds are hiding. You just got modern day favela, just in the Brazil. That's the map.
I think we're good then, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Awesome. Well, thanks
Can you imagine? Sorry, to go back to Brazil. Can you imagine you're just exploring the map and you just come across the statue of Christ the Redeemer?
Yeah, that's the Brazilian final boss's nest. He sees up by Christ the Redeemer. That'd be tough as hell. First off, that would be super tough.
Fighting some like end of the world elder dragon at like the foot of Jesus.
Yeah, there's like the big moon in the back. Oh my god, I'm in. Lock it in. That's my long shot prediction. Brazil.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us for breakdown number 2 of this trailer. Do you want to see Jesus as the final boss of Monster Hunter Wilds? Leave your comments down below, and we'll talk to you later. Bye. Shout out to all the patrons, and special shout out to Stromlin, Sir Wafty, Sir Newt Newt, Shaggy Grizzly, Peaberry, Nihilist Chimerax, Datboy Doinderding, Ketz, I Think I Stole Your Sandwich, and Call Sign Shadow. Thank you very much, everyone.